just recently Cyberpunk 2077 got a completely undocumented and completely secret new update. And this one really turned into a bit of an actual mystery. A little bit ago, Cyberpunk received a massive, monumental 16.5 kilobyte update, this seemingly being exclusive to Steam users, which is pretty unique, not even just a PC exclusive, but just a Steam exclusive. GOG users did not report downloading anything, and I actually didn't download anything, that's why I missed this. And it's actually one of the smallest, or perhaps the smallest updates Cyberpunk has ever received, and it really didn't seem like it changed anything. Cyberpunk 2077 is still listed as being version 1.52, and there was never any acknowledgement or patch notes from CDPR themselves. And this actually isn't even the first time they've done this. In the past, we got a completely secret and undocumented update on PC where they actually added in the option to manually enable ray traced local shadows after patch 1.5 made some changes to how ray tracing settings did work. So you'll be sitting there, okay, no big deal. It's a patch, a very tiny one that didn't really have any changes as far as anyone could tell in game. Why are people curious about this? Well, this got a lot more attention because it unfortunately did break mods for Steam users. That really just being the core mods like Cyber Engine tweaks, which allows a lot of the other mods to work. That required an update, so all of a sudden a bunch of people couldn't play their heavily modded or even lightly modded game anymore. And from there, the searching did begin. We actually had a ton of posts speculating on what this actually was around. People thought that health regen in combat was tweaked, or even it added in the legendary nomad pants in a specific static area. But no, it was neither of those with this update, and in fact, it seems like this was all around the Steam Deck. And to properly explain this, we have to roll the clock back all the way to patch 1.5 for Cyberpunk 2077, which too contained a completely secret change. It was a documented update, but it did have a singular secret change with Steam Deck support. Patch 1.52 added in custom graphic settings for Steam Deck users. So as you went in your Steam Deck, there was actually a graphic preset that would allow you to just pick Steam Deck. The setting was actually pretty rough. It resulted in huge FPS drops, mostly because at the time it actually had a ton of high or ultra settings chosen. So you're running the game almost maxed out in the Steam Deck. The Steam Deck can't quite handle that, so it wasn't the most optimized way to play. And who knows, maybe at the time this wasn't even intended to go live because, again, it was pretty poor performance and a completely undocumented change. And well, as you could probably guess, this mystery update we just got a few days ago was a further update on these custom graphic settings and a Steam Deck update in general. Cyberpunk 2077 right now isn't quite Steam Deck certified on Steam, but this seems to be, to me at least, a clear-cut sign that CDPR is working towards this. Yeah, there's some people that don't mind actually configuring all of these settings manually, but it's just going to be really nice at one point to be able to just choose Steam Deck preset and be able to play a fairly optimized and well-running experience on your Steam Deck with Cyberpunk. And I wouldn't be surprised if there's further small updates like this as they approach full certification. So Steam users beware, if you find another very, very small update for Cyberpunk, it may break your mods, but it also may make Steam Deck compatibility even a bit greater. And as far as some of that speculation that other things were secretly added with this update, that seems completely unfounded. It really seems like it was just a Steam Deck update, hence it only being available on Steam. Although there actually is something else we just got an update on, and that is new content coming in the future. And this is from a recent stream that was held by the quest director of Cyberpunk.
Well, I can assure you that we are working expansion and we're working stuff for you guys, besides that. And that's, that didn't change. We are still improving the game because we are all aware there is work to be done. And, and we're very happy you guys liked 1.5, and it gives us, more motivation. But, we've been never low on motivation, to be honest, but more like incentive to really, work for you guys because you like it and you show appreciation for it and you play the game, which is awesome. So that's as much as I can tell you. We are working on stuff for you. I'm literally daily reviewing quests or, talking to people about stuff, so it is happening.
So really, overall, it's just an interesting tidbit more than anything else. This didn't really warrant its own video, but I figured, hey, I'm sure many of you would be interested in this, so I added at the end of this one. It confirms progress is continuing. Quests are being designed and reviewed. CDPR is very likely to continue this short announced to release cycle that we've been seeing as of late. I imagine their expansions won't have a lot of run up to them. We'll probably find out about them and then get to play them shortly thereafter. It makes me wonder if we hear anything this summer. E3 is around the corner. I honestly thought last E3 we'd be getting announcements around Cyberpunk expansions, but now I find myself in a stage where I wouldn't even be shocked if Cyberpunk's not at this year's E3. And yes, of course, E3's canceled, but whatever E3 replacement streams and things we do have. Although, one thing to look forward to is in just a few days, CDPR will have their earnings call for the second half of fiscal year 2021. During this, they're going to be answering questions from investors. I imagine there's going to be a ton of questions about Cyberpunk performance, next Cyberpunk updates, expansions for Cyberpunk, and even stuff around this newly announced Witcher game and their partnership with Epic Games. I'll be breaking down absolutely everything we learned during that call if you guys do want to get subscribed and stay tuned for that. With that said, as always again, I thank you all for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I hope to see you all next time. Later.